Well, he's faced allegations of ignoring sexual harassment, wasting millions of dollars of taxpayer money, using his position to try to influence how school employees vote.
But tonight, Metro Schools Director Dr. Sean Joseph still has the chair of the Metro School Board on his side. Our News Channel 5 Chief Investigative Reporter Phil Williams caught up with her after last night's school board meeting. Phil.
Well, guys, School Board Chair Sharon Gentry has been one of Dr. Sean Joseph's staunchest defenders. In fact, she's pushing a vote late next month on the possibility of extending his contract a year early. It turns out some of her defenses haven't held up.
So I would just ask that we limit the name calling.
Nashville School Board now finds itself more divided than ever over the tenure of Metro Schools Director Dr. Sean Joseph. The latest source of tension
is in the report. It's right here.
A confidential report on the district's human resources operation. It was produced by the Nashville law firm of Bo McAllister as part of a $100,000 contract. After our investigation discovered Joseph's team had bungled horrific complaints of sexual harassment. Why was it necessary to spend $100,000 to tell the director of schools how to run an HR department?
It wasn't to tell him. He actually requested it for support to actually get the resources that we need to do the things that need to be done to improve.
So why did he and his people not know how to run an HR department?
That's not what that says to me. Why are we so stuck on whether our handling of sexual harassment cases has been appropriate when...
Board Chair Sharon Gentry has repeatedly defended Joseph and his team, even as the school board paid out $350,000 in taxpayer money to settle 3 sexual harassment claims. And more cases are pending, including one that accuses Joseph of personally ignoring a complaint against one of his friends.
When we've had attorney after attorney after attorney come to us and say, no one in this administration has done anything wrong. I don't know if I said attorney after attorney, but the attorneys, there were 3 attorneys from Bo McAllister that did not find any intentional aberrant behavior.
Can you really say the report says nothing was done wrong?
I said no intentional aberrant behavior. And that
so why did you all just pay $350,000 to settle 3 sexual harassment lawsuits?
I said, again, something was done wrong, but I said there was no intentional aberrant behavior. Sharon, yes.
Gentry had also previously claimed that despite lawsuits alleging misconduct by the number 2 HR person, Sharon Pertiller, the attorneys had privately bragged about Pertiller and her boss.
They are excellent HR professionals. They are excellent HR professionals, tops in this space and what they do. That I remember, that I recall, that I share.
That's not what that report says.
Okay, I don't recall that.
Were you just making that up?
I don't recall that.
You don't recall having said that?
No.
In fact, the report says Pertiller was viewed by employees as extremely divisive, dismissive, and in their belief, incompetent. The attorneys recommended that she be fired, transferred, or retrained.
I do believe that there was something that shared that said that she was very skilled and talented at her job. Now, being skilled and having other issues in executing those performances, that's what the report discovered. And so now it's up to administration to deal with those employees that are causing the problems within human resources.
Where we're really working to make sure that our children...
In fact, Joseph has been dogged by multiple controversies. Last fall, a secret recording revealed he had gone to bus drivers
who breaks the ties of the vice mayor
and hinted that they should vote against vice mayor candidate Sherry Weiner, potentially in violation of state law. Were you okay with him doing that?
I was not privy to that.
The recordings have been posted.
I'm not privy to that.
Did you do anything to investigate?
To investigate, no, I leave that to you.
In Prince George's County, we look at our data very closely.
After having previously touted a product by the company Performance Matters, Joseph came to Nashville and pushed a $1 million no-bid contract. Metro Schools now admits that contract violated state law.
His administration has admitted that.
Are you okay with that?
His administration has admitted that define they.
That the administration,
define administration.
Metro Schools broke the law.
So the schools broke the law.
Is he not responsible for the school district?
He's responsible for 11,000 people. And so again, we look to him and hold him accountable to correcting those aberrant practices.
That $1 million of your money was supposed to buy a student assessment platform, but our investigation discovered Metro Schools has no evidence it was really used. Are you okay with that?
I'm not okay with that. Then again, we hold him accountable. All I'm asking...
When have you held him accountable?
So let me make this my final statement and be very clear, okay? The job of this board is to hold him accountable. Part of that accountability will be a vote. And in that vote, if there is not confidence that Dr. Joseph is the person to move the district forward, then the board will vote accordingly. When the investigative journalist becomes the voice of authority at the board table, that's just bizarre to me.
With lawsuits mounting, millions of dollars in questionable spending, and the district's own HR report warning of a morale crisis that threatens Metro Schools' ability to attract and keep good employees, what does that mean for the director of schools?
Thank you very, very much.
Does Dr. Joseph have your full confidence?
This administration has my confidence that given the time and the support, they can correct the practices that have been uncovered in our audits.
It's almost been 3 years.
Yeah, we've had other directors here for a lot longer, Mr. Williams, a lot longer.
Now, another one of Dr. Joseph's longtime supporters on the school board, former chair Anna Shepard, recently posted on Facebook that the HR report is, quote, troubling and that there needs to be a shakeup in the HR department. But there's no hint that the director plans to do that. In fact, Dr. Joseph's team suddenly decided to present their response to the HR report last night, on a night when Ms. Shepard had indicated she would be out of town, and Rory on a night when two of his most vocal opponents, his critics, could not be there.
But the full board will be back together at some point.
This will come up for a vote on March 26th.
Okay, Phil, thank you.